Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's week 2 in the Spike Magazine Trophy. This is the second competition of the season. Tonight, it is, wow, it's a matchup. It's Lizards versus Underworld. Tonight, it's a Minor Matter versus Reptile Dysfunkshun. Artificial Bunny versus the current league champion, Nick Satan, and this devastating Lizard Man roster. Let's take a look at the standings before we take a look at these two lineups. First up, as you can see, Reptile Dysfunkshun currently sitting in third place with a whole bunch of coaches. 2 draws in week 1. Everyone's sitting pretty at 1 point apiece. A Minor Matter Underworld Denizens, they're going to try to pick up their first win of the competition tonight. Underworld's a really difficult team to play. It's a really difficult team to get started, but we'll talk about their pros and cons coming up right now. First up is Artificial Bunny's team, A Minor Matter. They're coming in with a full 11-man roster tonight, a meager team value of 990, but that's because they have a mix of Skaven and cheap goblins. Lots of goblins on this roster. We saw goblins play earlier in the week. Tracksuit Mafia versus Play It By Nuffle, a goblin team. This is a mix, and their benefit is that they have access to mutations. So they live underground, they've been mutated by warp stones, and so they have natural access to mutations. That is their key benefit. As you can see, he lost one of his 2 Skaven throwers. That is a big hurt for him tonight. He only has one of those Skaven throwers coming into the game. He's about halfway leveled up to level 3. You can be certain that when he levels up, he's going to try to pick up the dodge skill to complement that block skill that he picked up. 2 Skaven blitzers, one of them's leveled up. He picked up Claw. That's a good pickup on a blitzer. I would say he has the big guy, the troll, and then a whole bunch of goblins. He has 1 cheerleader, 3 TRRs. That's a lot of TRRs. 1 apothecary, 2 fan factor to help him tonight. We'll take a look at who he's up against, and then we'll talk about what he might be able to do against this menacing Reptile team. A Reptile Dysfunkshun coached by Nick Satan. He too is coming in with a full 11-man roster. Oh man, TV of 1310, and oh my goodness, 6 Sarses. That's as many as you can take on a Lizard team. They all have a strength of 4. 3 of them are leveled up. David Attenborough, he's picked up the guard skill. Krieger picked up an extra point of movement allowance. He can now move 7. They weren't slow before, and now number 5 is getting up there into receiver territory with 7 MA. And then Delton, of course, has picked up the block skill and Mighty Blow. He is going to be focused on taking the blitzes, getting those hits. You can see all the SPP has been poured into this player. The 4 skinks as well, all but 1 have been leveled up. 2 skinks now, not 1, but 2 skinks are sneaky gets. That means when he takes a foul, if the foul fails, he doesn't get called off the pitch, even if he rolls doubles. So you can imagine these skinks are going to be fouling all day long, all game long. Duncan of Idaho, the number 13 skink, level 3. He is stunty, he has dodge, but he has also picked up sidestep, and he has picked up sure feet. So let's talk about that for a second. Duncan of Idaho is the ball carrier for this team, no question about it. He's got stunty. Stunty means that he ignores tackle zones when he dodges. This is a great SPP versus 100k skink, yes indeed. Being stunty means he ignores tackle zones when he dodges, and then the dodge skill means he gets a free reroll on dodges. So he can dodge through lines, no problem. He has sidestep. When he gets pushed, that means not only does he get to decide where he gets pushed, but he doesn't even need to be pushed backwards. He can be pushed laterally, he can be pushed forward, giving him an extra movement. And then he has sure feet. That gives him a free reroll on his GFIs. So let's think about that. He has an MA of 8. The GFIs bring it up to a movement of 10. He is stunty, he has dodge, he has sure feet. Once he gets into scoring position, he can bust right through a defensive line and score no problem. No problem. Remember, A Blood Bowl pitch is 26 spaces long. There's 13 spaces between the line of scrimmage and the end zone. That means that, as Pete Beaver says, I think they start in scoring position. That means there's only 3 spaces that he needs to move this ball carrier forward. Then he's in scoring position. So Artificial Bunny is going to have to be really cognizant of this fact and have to be careful and not spread his line too thin. If Duncan of Idaho only has to roll 1 set of dice on a dodge, he'll do it. He'll absolutely do it and score. So Artificial Bunny really needs to be careful to double up, go too deep, make sure that Duncan of Idaho is rolling dice if he's going to try to break free and score. Otherwise, if he's left alone, you got to go after the skinks. And that leads to the strategy conversation for a minor matter. So the matchup, no question, is in favor of Nick Satan tonight. Lizards versus Underworld, I'd call that an 8-2 matchup. Lizards all day long. Underworld is really hard, especially at low TV, to get going. Their strength is in their mutations. So Artificial Bunny, from a strategy perspective, needs to be getting that SPP, needs to start leveling up these characters and getting them out the way he wants. But that aside, tactically, for tonight's game, he's got, I think, 2 options as far as tactics are concerned. One, of course, you can take out these skinks. The skinks have a weak AV. They only have an AV of 7. They also have a strength of 2. That means you only need 1 player, generally speaking, to get the 2-die block. And an AV of 7 is pretty brittle. Not only that, but Stunty's not just a good thing, it's also a bad thing. On an injury roll, it makes knockouts and permanent injuries that much more, what's the word I want? Probable? Probable. Probable is a great word. It makes them that much more probable. So if you can take the blocks on the skinks and you can take them off the pitch, look at the rest of this lineup. They're all AG1. None of these players can handle the ball. If you can take all 4 skinks off the pitch, this team will never pick up the ball for the rest of the drive. So that's one option he has. The other option is that Nick Satan still hasn't picked up that critical 3rd TRR. He only has 2. They are expensive for this team, but he still only has 2. So a minor matter could sit back and just make a Reptile Dysfunction make the mistakes and have to burn through those TRRs. Once you have no team rerolls left, the odds change dramatically on your actions. That's another option he has. I think, honestly, those are the only 2 options he has if he hopes to come out of this game on top tonight. He needs to be careful. He needs to keep his players alive. He has goblins, remember, they're also strength 2. How he does that, I think all comes down to the inducement phase. A team value of 1310 versus a TV of 990 means that a minor matter is going to have a whopping 320,000 gold in petty cash for the inducement phase tonight. They can buy a whole bunch of stuff with that. They could buy bribes if they want. They could buy Bloodwiser babes if they want to keep their players alive. But I think with that much money, you've got 2 main options. Of course, you could always bring a wizard. This is we've joked about it in the competition earlier, but this is the first game in this competition where a wizard has a very real chance of coming out. I don't think that's his best option though. Instead of taking a wizard, he's got really good star players to choose from. He has Skitter. Skitter's a Skaven star player that comes with shadowing and stab. He's got Glart Smash Rip, I think. That's another Skaven with a strength of 4 that comes with Claw and Juggernaut. These are both really good picks. He can also pick up, remember, Underworld is a mix of Goblin and Skaven. He's got secret weapons he can choose from. He can pick up a Loony, a Goblin Loony with a chainsaw. He can pick up a Bombardier with bombs. He can pick up a Ball and Chain if he wants. I think his real options here in the inducement phase are Skitter, Glart, or the Chainsaw. I can't remember his name. I think it's Nabla. I think those are his 3 real options. The Chainsaw is a little risky because the Chainsaw, of course, is a secret weapon. You only get 1 drive on the pitch with a secret weapon. But if he can put it to good use and just hunt those skinks, take them off the pitch, maybe not a bad pick. Otherwise, he has the two Skaven star players that are really good, and they'll be in the game all game long, provided they're not knocked out or injured. I think those would be really good pickups, and if he can pick those up and use those to his advantage, and either hunt those skinks or burn those TRRs with his inducement advantage, I think he can pull out this win tonight. But we'll see if the coaches are ready to go, and then we'll get this game underway. It's just week 2. We've got lots and lots of games left to play in this competition. Lots of games left in the season, in fact. Wow! I want to see what Artificial Bunny picked up for inducement. So it looks like a minor matter is going to be on defense to start. 2 star players he picked up. Yeah, there's Glart. He picked up Glart, and he picked up Nabla. So he's got the chainsaw, and he has Glart. Glart is the Skaven. Look at that. Strength 4 Skaven. Can you believe it? He has block, he has claw, and he has juggernaut. So that's a very good pickup, I think. And I think the chainsaw is not a bad pickup as well. He picked it up. It looks like he's going to set him up for this one drive here. So this chainsaw player's going to be on defense only. Nick Satan with that massive fan factor of 6. The fans love him. Came out with a +1 fame advantage. Artificial Bunny is thankful that that didn't end up as a 2. SP Beer says, what's Juggernaut? Juggernaut lets you, if you get a both down result, you can just treat it as a push. $20 seconds set up on defense. Pretty tight defense here. 3-man line, all goblins. Oh, these poor goblins. We'll see if Nick Satan wants to set up his Sarses on the line. Yeah, you can see him pulling some off. He'll probably go 3 Sarses. He could go 2 Sarses and the Crocs, maybe. I might just go 3 Sarses, take the blocks. He's got that fast Saurus, that MA7 Saurus. Krieger on the left side here in the halfback position. Deciding how he wants to set up his line. He currently has a 5-man line. I can't imagine that's going to last. And certainly he wants to block down all 3 of these goblins. Offset offensive line now. Strong on the right. 3 players on the line of scrimmage to the right, 2 on the left. 1 is just creeping over into that right wide zone. Going really shallow with the skinks. It's going to receive with 2. Neither player with a kicker. So it looks like he's going to try to block the goblins this way. And run the ball to the left. We'll see. Here's the kick. Brilliant coaching. Oh, the Reptile Dysfunkshun gets that extra TRR. You saw him put a lot of money into his assistant staff, the cheerleaders, the coach assistants, and it's paying off for him. He got that crucial 3rd TRR, so now it's 3 TRRs a pop for the half. And a Reptile Dysfunkshun moving players over to protect the ball before he starts to take his blocks. 3-die block with the Crocs gets the POW to start the game. Gets a stun, well done. SB Beaver says, I forgot how shifty those skinks look. They do look shifty. And you can see he's doing exactly what we've talked about. He's going to block the line down this direction. He's got one block left with this goblin. And now, if he was thinking about moving left, he might still move left, but the ball was kicked over to the right. Good kick by Artificial Bunny. Three-die block. SP Beaver asked no follow. That's why there was no follow. This is going to keep one MA free, or one extra MA free, as opposed to moving to center pitch. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why he shifted him right back to where he was, but fair enough. And now the ball pickup. Good pickup. Indeed, it's Duncan of Idaho who's the ball carrier. He just needs to get here to the 8-yard line in order to be in scoring position. Under a minute to play for Reptile Dysfunkshun in the first turn of this game. Shifts Asaurus over further into the right wide zones, trying to control some ground here. He doesn't want anybody to get through. Turn one back to a minor matter. Looks like Nick Satans might indeed try to run down the right side of the pitch, but he has options. He has lots of options. He can just as easily shift laterally back to the left side. It's all going to depend on what a minor matter does here. They're going to move their troll up to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to mark the level 3 Saurus. Number 7, Delton. They zip Shale, a goblin, over to mark the number 6 Saurus. I don't like this mark. This is strength 4 against strength 2. That's a 2-die block coming back. 1 assist makes that a 3-die block. SP Beaver says, time to saw a Crocs. Who's getting sawed? Decides to use Glart on the blitz. Gets a KO on David Attenborough. One-man player advantage to a minor matter. You can see right there why Glart is such a good star player. Decided to follow up there. Remember, Glart has a strength of 4. Shifts Jackhammer, the number 3 blitzer, over to the right wide zone. He's going to try to shut down the run down the right wide zone. The Looney moves forward. He's got his eyes set on Delton, the level 3 Saurus. Remember, chainsaws don't have to roll for block, and they get a +3 on their armor roll. Turn 2 now, back to a Reptile Dysfunkshun. Reptile Dysfunkshun are going to go forward. They're going to try to blitz Glart, it looks like. 2 assists on Glart. 2-die block. Gets a push. He really wanted to try to take Glart off the pitch. He'll take the push. That's fine. We'll follow up to get out of the tackle zone of this troll. Remember, the troll is really stupid. In order for him to move effectively, he's going to need an ally next to him before he tries to take his action. That will reduce the roll from a 4+ down to a 2+. There's that 2-die block over the right wide zone. Just a push. He's going to push the Goblin Shale toward the sideline. He's not going to follow up. Blitz coming up. This is on Galart. This will be a knockdown. 9+ takes him off the pitch. Well, 9+ potentially takes him off the pitch. But not going to happen. Reptile Dysfunkshun going hard after those star players. I think that's a good play. Marks the troll. Troll's not going anywhere. Moves the ball forward to his own 6-yard line. Cleffy says star players have never hurt anyone. I disagree. That is a falsehood. Here comes the foul with the sneaky get. Gets a stun. Gets called off the pitch. So he was a sneaky get, and or rather, a minor matter couldn't have asked for much better than that. Sneaky get meant that if the foul failed and he rolled doubles, he wouldn't get called off. The foul succeeded. He only got a stun out of it, and he rolled doubles on the injury roll, and therefore got called off the pitch. 2-man player advantage now to a minor matter. One of those sneaky gets is out of the game, period. Remember, if you get called off the pitch, you don't come back. It's not like a KO. It's not like getting surfed and going back into the reserve box. You're done. You're a dirty cheater. Cleffy says, is that a 2-player advantage for a minor matter? It is indeed. It's 11v9 on the pitch in a minor matter's favor. Shifts the Goblin over to the right, get the assist with Glart. Gets a pow on Delton. Yes, indeed, he's going after Delton. The level 3 Saurus with that claw hand. SB Beaver says, let's have the commissioners look into it. I think Meatwad should be banned from the league. I don't disagree. What a cheater. What a dirty cheater. And that Goblin team. Let me tell you about them. A minor matter. Very aggressive defense. Needs to be careful that Duncan of Idaho doesn't get away from him. Just 15 seconds to play for a minor matter. They still have about half their team left to action. They leave it like that. Wow. All right. They're leaving some blocks on the table. Turn 3 back to Reptile Dysfunkshun. Cleffy says chainsaws are the perfect solution to players with things like block and dodge, like, say, war dancers. That's not a solution. That's just rude and mean and hurtful. War dancers, we dance to oppose war. That's what a war dancer is. 2-die block over the right wide zone. We're going to push on Shale. Shale's going to stay on his feet. I haven't seen much use of the Nabla. Minor matter really wants to get him into the game. He's only going to have him for a single drive. 2-die block results in another push, this time on pick the second. The number 7 Skaven lineman. He has animosity. Ooh, that's right. All the Skaven on an Underworld team have animosity toward the Goblins. 3-die block with the Crocs is yet another push. Reptile Dysfunkshun getting nothing out of these blocks. Claffy says he needs to start chainsawing everyone every turn. I mean, genuinely, yes. I agree. SP Beaver says, yeah, there's a Crocs that is asking for it. I'd go after the ones that are easy to pick off. Like Crocs with that AV of 9. I mean, if you really think the Crocs is a threat, sure, but go after some of these cheaper players. Go after those skinks if you can. If not, Asaurus is a perfectly valid... I mean, you're getting +3. Asaurus would be a perfectly valid option as well. Finally gets a knockdown with Pancakes, the number 8 Saurus, but doesn't get anything out of the knockdown. Claffy says Crocs is better than Asaurus, I think. Fair enough. I'd pick off all the easy players. That's what I would do. Good stunty dodge by Friltz of Slatzul. He's the other sneaky get. Turn 3 back to a minor matter. Got to try to find a way to get this chainsaw player into the game without putting him at undue risk. It's done a great job of getting Glart into this game so far. Needs to continue doing that. Still needs to be careful of giving up the left wide zone. The left side of the pitch, rather. He's still okay, but you can see a Reptile Dysfunkshun pushing forward and gaining a little bit of territory over here on the left side. Remember, Duncan of Idaho is so maneuverable and so fast that if he gets away from this team, nobody's going to be able to catch him. Claffy says, punch the Saurus, then use that chainsaw on the skink. Yes, indeed. I agree. I think Rockjaw gets the 2-die block on Steve Irwin III. And then Nabla goes after Fritz of Slatzul. Wow, minor matter moving Shale right back into Mark Christo, the number 6 Saurus. Shale is unafraid. Oh, he's going to spend the blitz to try to take out Samuel L. Skinkson. Gets the POW. Doesn't take him off the pitch. Blitz is now spent. That's another turn. He's not going to get Nabla any action here. And he just moved away the player. 2-die block gets double skulls. Works out due to the block skill. He moved the player away. Oh, gets a stun on Krieger. Good stun. He moved the player away from... oh, he's got grapple at least. I was going to say he moved the player away from the troll. The troll wouldn't get the 2+ really stupid roll, but he does have grapple. Oh, he's going to decide to foul. Wow. Wow. What a risk. Didn't get anything out of the foul, and Nabla's going to stay on the pitch. 2-die block. This will be a good hit on number 3. That's another good stun. Really good turn here for a minor matter. They are showing this lizard team what for. He's going to shift the Skaven Blitzer Jackhammer over to the left a little bit. Turn 4 for a Reptile Dysfunkshun. A Reptile Dysfunkshun needs to start making a movement plan. I wager we're going to see a cage on the 2-yard line. But first, 2-die block with both standing result. Really wants to try to take Nabla off the pitch if he can. Remember, if you take the block on a loony, then you will get the +3 advantage. It's the chainsaw that's dangerous, not the player. Good dodge. Oh, is he going to try to take the block on Rockjaw? Who's he going to take it with? What's the plan here? Two-die block over on the left side of the pitch. Wow, I don't know what the plan is anymore. We'll see. So he is going to move over to the left. He's going to move way over to the left. This is what we were talking about earlier. A minor matter really needed to be careful here that Duncan of Idaho doesn't get away from him. Oh no. Pickles failed his boneheaded roll. Wow. Wow. Pickles failed the boneheaded roll. He's a big guy. Remember, has the loner skill. He spent the TRR, passed the loner roll, and got the block he was looking for. Wow. Yes, he did. He did re-roll that. Jedi George said so many times it's better to just leave the Crocs where it is. I agree. That's one of the big tricks to the game. In fact, thanks for mentioning it. Is with big guys, they all have negative traits. Often it's something like really stupid or boneheaded, and often it can be better to just leave the big guy alone. If he's exerting tackle zones that are advantageous to you, go for it. Leave him there. Don't take the risk on the die roll. Jedi George says, ask Bjork what happens when you take too many blocks. I remember that interview with Bjork. And so this is the danger we were talking about. A minor matter is not going to have a lot of players to get in front of this ball carrier. He doesn't need to just get in front of Duncan of Idaho. He's got to make Duncan of Idaho take more than one dodge. He's going to need to pull players back. And probably GFI. He's probably looking at a dodge. One dodge, one GFI, at least. Claffy says blitz with Nabla. I mean, I agree. Nabla absolutely should take a block and get into this game. If Nabla could take out Delton, I mean, what a blow that would be to this team. But no, the blitz is coming over to the left. 2-die blitz on pancakes. This will be a good knockdown. He's looking for a 10 plus. He has claw. A big old crab claw. Gets the knockdown. Jedi George says, I'm okay with Delton going down. Block plus mighty blow is annoying. It is indeed. Especially with that strength of 4. So that's 2 players he's moved over. That's good, or 3, I suppose. I think he wants to dodge out Gravel and get a tackle zone right here as well. Or rather, right here. Gravel's got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, man, I might even do a double GFI. Oh, no, he failed the chainsaw roll. The chainsaw kicked back on him. He spent the TRR, failed the loner roll, but thankfully passed his armor roll. 3-die block now with Rockjaw. Action order here, important. This 3-die block was less risky than, say, taking that chainsaw block. But it's good to see Nabla get into the action. That's what I want to see. 6 seconds left to go. I really think he needs to dodge out Gravel. Maybe do 2 GFIs. Even 1 would be fine, but 2 would be nice. You got to make Duncan of Idaho roll some dice. Didn't get him out. Turn 5. Duncan of Idaho still not in scoring position. He's 1 space away. A minor matter decided, you know what? I want to tie up the Crocs instead. The Crocs is going to be spent on the blitz so that he can move. Gravel gets stunned. Lots of movement left with Pickles. And Jedi George says your goats are just heroes waiting to happen. Oof. Mark's Grit, the number 11 Goblin at center pitch. One of the few defensive players. You can bet Nabla's going to have to take a block, right? Oh, wow. I didn't even see this. Krista has been set up for a surf. Ball carrier shifts back down toward mid-pitch. Not a whole lot a Minor Matter can do at this point. They're going to have to put their trust and their faith into Nuffle. Cliffy says, does Nabla have dodge? No, Nabla does not have dodge. Nabla does have not dodge. I stand corrected. Takes a GFI. He doesn't want anybody to catch Duncan of Idaho. Takes 2 GFIs. Who can get there at this point? Has a blitz with the Skaven Blitzer. That's not bad. It's a GFI blitz. Takes a block to avoid the surf. Dodge push on Nabla. Nabla the Looney. Nabla is quickly becoming a non-issue here. Once, or if I should say, a Reptile Dysfunction scores, Nabla's going to get called off the pitch. The Minor Matter is up. What do you do first? Do you take this block here with Mason Drill Bit? It's a 1-die block, but you have Claw and the block skill. Claw doesn't matter so much as you'll get the surf on Krista. I mean, maybe you take this 1-die block first? Can you do better? He's going to blitz the ball carrier instead. 1-die GFI blitz. Passes the GFI roll, only gets a push out of it. Spends the TRR, gets the POW. Wow. Wow. Where does the ball scatter? Oh boy, don't GFI onto that ball. Wow, spent the team reroll to get the POW. Knocked the ball out of Duncan of Idaho's hands. You know what the problem with this is? Duncan of Idaho is still in scoring position even when he's knocked down. He's just that fast. Remember, Duncan of Idaho's stunty. He doesn't care about this tackle zone here. When he dodges out, if anybody else can get there, I don't know if they can. Yeah, maybe. If there were to be a negative zone to dodge into, he doesn't care. KO'd Krista, didn't need the surf. And Clappy says, why is he focusing on the ball? Focus on the chainsaw. I don't understand this ball business. Krista's going to be knocked out, has an opportunity to come back in a later drive. Not going to GFI, is going to foul instead. I think that's not a bad move. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's a smashed ankle. Are you kidding me? Shell gets sent off, but that's a fantastic trade. Artificial Bunny with the presence of mind to go for the foul on that ball carrier. Foul worked out, and Duncan of Idaho is injured. Wow. Failed GFI by Reptile Dysfunction. A Reptile Dysfunction, are they tilted a little bit? Cleffy said no apothecary. Yeah, I have no idea why you didn't spend the apothecary there. I 1,000,000% would have spent the apothecary on Duncan. Now Duncan, not only is he injured, he's lost a point of movement allowance. He'll be down to MA7. Wow. What a great play by Artificial Bunny. Takes the 2-die blitz on Delton. He's got a bunch of other blocks to do. Oh, he didn't follow up. That's fine. Maybe he wants to move him? Nope. 2-die block on Delton. He'll push him right back here, perhaps. Oh, he could have pushed him back here and taken another 2-die block on Delton. He said, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. We're good. Yeah, that would have been the perfect opportunity to bring Nobble in on that block. That's all right. A minor matter is going to move a player, try to move a player into scoring position. He's got plenty of time to make it happen. What's the player advantage? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a 3-man player advantage right now. Who's he taking off the pitch? He's taking off 3, 2. 2 skinks? Only 2 skinks left. And now he's going to foul on the 3rd skink with Nabla. Yes, sir. Let's go. Gets a stun out of it. He was looking for more, but I appreciate that. So a minor matter. Artificial Bunny deciding to go hunt the skinks, and that is the way you have to deal with lizard teams. A Reptile Dysfunkshun is going to have to scramble to mount a defense here, or else they're going to go down 1-0 at the half, and a minor matter is going to be on offense in the second half. Turn 7, final 2, or the penultimate turn of the first half now. A Reptile Dysfunkshun needs to make something happen. If they have a plan to get this ball back, oh, that's not going to do it. Oh, it is going to do it. He's got the block skill. That's good. If he has a plan to get this ball back, I don't know what it is. But if he does, he's going to need to leave somebody back to try to score. Otherwise, I think he just wants to stop this score at this point. Moves the sneaky get over to play some D in front of the ball carrier. These are Skaven players. They're AG3. We could see a pass. You'd have to make a dodge with this Skaven blitzer. A Reptile Dysfunkshun trying to give the ball carrier nowhere to move. If I were a Reptile Dysfunkshun, I think I would have just tried to get in a scoring position back here somewhere on the 6-yard line. And then once I was there, just scoot to the end zone. You've got the positive dodges, you got the free reroll on the dodge, you got the free reroll on the GFIs. Turn 7 for a minor matter. They have to end this turn in scoring position. They're already there. Two GFIs away from scoring. They really want to get some movement down pitch on this ball. I think it's a blitz with Glart. 2-die blitz on Pickles gets the POW. And he injured. What? Are you kidding me? Man, I said Glart was a good star player, but I didn't realize Glart was this good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's roughly, let me do the calculation. Carry the 1. F of x divided by pi. Approximately a 14-man player advantage at the moment. Nani? Taking the 2-die block here, trying to free up this ball carrier, and this is going to do it. Good tactical use of these players by Artificial Bunny, and now he can move Jackhammer down pitch. Yes, indeed. Fails the handoff, but he has the TRR. Good handoff, and nobody is going to be able to catch this player. Well done by Artificial Bunny. To add insult to injury, he tries to foul but fails. Fails the chainsaw roll. You know what? Good. Tried to foul the skink. You try theatrics with a chainsaw, that's what happens. Novel's gonna be taken off the pitch. It's fine, he only would have been in, or actually that would have been the end of his drive anyway. 2-die uphill block. Oh boy. Spent the re-roll. Didn't need, wow. Well, I guess he did need to. He'll follow up for sure, yeah. Claffy says, what happened to Pickles? Pickles was injured. Pickles is over here. Claffy says, didn't he use the apothecary? He did not. Finally, this lizard team gets a knockout. Reptile Dysfunkshun did all he could do. It is, well, Artificial Bunny doesn't have his TRR left, but it's probably not going to be enough. The number 7 Skaven lineman is going to get a 2-die block in return. Unless Nuffle just doesn't like a minor matter, they're going to score 1-0 at the end of this half. Reptile Dysfunkshun trying to put on the pain before the second half. Who are they going to get back? They have two KO'd players. If he says blitz and score with the Skaven. Yeah, he's got a 2-die block with that Skaven coming up. Will Nuffle allow it is the question. 2-die blitz with pick the second. Oh, he's going to take the blitz. You know what? This is even smarter. Oh, no, that was a GFI. No, forget that. I didn't realize it was a GFI. But this works out anyway. This will free up the ball carrier. 1-0. A minor matter is going to take the lead. Wow. Took the GFI blitz instead. SVB said, what could ever go wrong with a GFI? Decided to roll an extra die there just to rub it in the face of Nick Satan and a Reptile Dysfunkshun. Minor Matters in the lead here, 1-0. All they have to do is hold on to this ball. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a sizable player advantage here going into the second half. Both teams get back one knockout player. Hank the Ranger says, good TD. Claffy says, nothing ever goes wrong on GFIs. And now Reptile Dysfunkshun once again on defense. Just 7 players left on a Reptile Dysfunkshun's team. The big guy, gone. 2 of the 4 skinks, gone. SP Beaver says, so 11 to what, 5? 11 to 7. Claffy says, I think he probably got his money's worth out of Nabla. I disagree. I think Nabla should have seen more action. But you know what? Whatever works. Whatever works is fine. Claffy says he still has that Claw star player. Yeah, he's not a secret weapon. And he is fantastic. Claw and Juggernaut, man. Oh, along with block and a strength of 4. It's nuts. Skitter's also a good pickup. Skitter is the Skaven with Shadowing and Stab. Actually, I think that's his name. I think it's Skitter Stab Stab. He can also pick up this. Underworld can pick up Morgenthorg as well, which is the Star Ogre. But I don't think he had enough money for Morgenthorg. Just a 3-man line, because what else can Reptile Dysfunkshun do? 3 Sarses on the line, 2 Skinks back to play safety. Hank the Ranger says he's gotten his money out of Paul Glart Claw Cop. A minor matter. Looks like they're trying to block down this line. I think that's fair. They just need to be careful and protect the ball carrier. That's really all they need to do. But really, all they have to do is just keep an eye on the Skinks. Who's going to pick up this ball except the Skinks? Here's the kickoff. Neither team with a kicker. Quick snap. A minor matter wins this kickoff event. And remember, Reptile Dysfunkshun only has 2 TRRs. They had an extra one from the event, the kickoff event in the first half. That brought them up to 3. Which was very helpful. Now they're back down to 2. 2's a little risky. 3 is the sweet spot on TRRs. Cleffy says, I have trouble imagining the situation where Morgenthorg is a good choice. He's so expensive. He's very expensive. I think he's over 40K. But if you want another big guy, I mean, it's an ogre. He's got a strength of 1,000,000. First block of the game with Glart. Kind of a risky block taking the first block with Glart. Remember, Glart is a star player, but he's a loner. So if he failed that roll, that has a very real chance of being the end of the drive. I'm sorry, the end of the turn. 430K. Yeah, it's quite expensive. 2-die block coming up on Krista on the left side of this meager lizard defense. Good block. I don't think he needs to take the block with the troll just yet. Yeah, good call. Good call. Good pickup by the 1 remaining Skaven thrower. Remember, the other one is injured. Out with a smashed wrist, I believe. Fouled with grit. Got called off the pitch. That's going to be a turnover. I would save those fouls for the Skinks. You don't want to give up the player advantage that you have, in my opinion. SP Viewer says that's insanity. Claffy says it's so many wizards and bribes. SP Viewer says when you're up 20 players, I think it's good to foul. Sure, but what does that foul get him here? Really, the only threat are the Skinks. Hunt those Skinks, foul those, that's fine. But otherwise, the risk of getting called off is too great, in my opinion. The other big thing with Morgenthorg on an Underworld team to remember is that that's another player that can throw goblins. So if you have 2 players that can throw, now your goblin toss is a real threat, right? Now you need to cover both of those options, and you need to be careful as a defense of having a goblin tossed over your head to score. Good block by Nick Satan. Gets a KO. And now, first turn of the game, 4-man player advantage for a minor matter has gone down to 2. Nick Satan applying pressure. He's going to tie up as many players as possible. Oh, he's going to move those skinks forward just a tad. Samuel L. Skinkson moves a couple of spaces forward in the right wide zone. Ditto for Friltz of Slatzel. Remember, Friltz is the sneaky get. So unlike a Minor Matter, Nick Satan and Reptile Dysfunkshun, they have a fouler that's basically a free foul. Oh, I didn't even realize that was Glart. Oh, no. Oh, no. Poor Glart. Glart's out for the drive, perhaps the entire game. Two-die block at the line. It's going to start with the troll block. Risky block again. Remember, the troll is a loner. Works out. Needs to think about protecting this ball. Needs to be careful of those skinks. You see, Nick Satan is really cognizant of the danger that the skinks are in. He doesn't want to pull them in until they're ready to come in and they can be safe. He's not going to lure a Minor Matter out on a blitz, because a Minor Matter will take it. Good block on the left side of the line. You can see Nick Satan playing very deftly here. Again, watch the positioning of his skinks. He's keeping those skinks just behind this Saurus line. If he can get a block with the Saurus, if he can get a pressure with the Saurus, he wants to have a skink that's ready to take advantage of that at a moment's notice, while still keeping that skink out of position and just out of reach of a Minor Matters players here. Although he does have a blitz. He has a blitz with Chevelle. Man, would I take that blitz? I might just take that blitz. I don't know. The Minor Matter is going to shift the ball carrier over to the left wide zone. He's on his own 16-yard line. If he takes that blitz, he's basically bringing the lineman out of the drive, just for the hopes of taking out another skink. So maybe not the best call. He's going to leave him there to exert some tackle zones. But, I mean, I have to imagine the blitz is coming on Chevelle, right? Nope, I'm wrong. He's going to take the blitz on the Goblin instead. Gets a POW. Goblin with an AV of 7. Looking for that player advantage. Not going to get it on this hit. Gets a stun on Squibbit. He's going to mark Chevelle instead. What's he going to do with Steve Irwin? Takes a two-die block in the left wide zone. Slowly encroaching on a Minor Matter territory. He's going to mark Rock Troll, the Troll. Big question is, where's number 11 moving? The skink in the right wide zone. Man, he's being so smart with these skink movements. That's why he's league champion. And Artificial Bunny is trying to knock him down off of his throne here. He'll get back up on the throne, but he's just kicking him in the shins a little bit here. He wants to get a victory here against a Reptile Dysfunkshun. What a victory it would be. With such a lopsided matchup to come out on top. I would love to see it. I'm always rooting for the underdog. Lifey says Nick is amazing with his skink positions. Yeah, he's playing that really smart. Minor Matter moves the Goblin up to get the 2-die block on Krista. He's going to take a blitz instead. Gets a push. Won't follow up. I imagine he's not going to follow up since this was a blitz. Yeah, he wants to move the Skaven Blitzer Jackhammer. Where's Jackhammer moving? He's going to move back to the 6-yard line. Looks like he's going to probably set up a 3-point cage here at the 8-yard line. No, he's not. He's not going to set up a 3-point cage. All right. He marks Frilts of Slatzul. What do you do with the Goblin? Mud. You dodge him back? Do you keep him where he is? If you keep him where he is, then Pancakes is tied up to take the hit. We'll keep him where he is. Turn 11, back to Reptile Dysfunction. Oh, man. Oh, man. Lots of blocks to take. Here's the first one. 2-die block on Gravel. Gets an injury. 1-man player advantage. Oh, and it's a broken jaw. He'll be out next game. 1-man player advantage now for a Minor Matter. They started this half with a 4-man player advantage. Spent the TRR on the Troll. Was looking to get the knockdown. This frees up Steve Irwin III. Remember, the blitz is still on the table. Here it comes. Failed the GFI. Oh, he spent the TRR on the block roll to knock down the Troll and failed the GFI. You should know by now. GFIs fail 900% of the time. You have 7 more failures, my friend. Decided to move off the sideline here with the ball carrier. I would have left him on the sideline and just follow up and made a half cage, but this is fine too. Jedi George says Saurus speed. They are fast. They have an MA of 6. You look at them and you go, oh, they're big. They must be slow. No, they are not. SP Beaver says, I feel this competition has been more injury prone, or you know what? This season, I think you're right. This season has been more injury prone than typical. That's because I dialed up all the injuries for all teams except Wood Elves. I dialed it up to 13, and Wood Elves are at -4. 2-die block on Fritz of Slatzul. He's looking to take him off the pitch. Not going to happen. Turn 12. Whoa, boy. Friltz is going to stand right back up and get in front of this ball carrier. He'll move Samuel L. Skinkson almost certainly next. It's final turn of the third quarter. No, he's going to take the block first. Has to spend his final TRR. Gets the push. No team rerolls left for a Reptile Dysfunction. Now he's moving the final skink over. He's going to move him over for the assist. He wants to get the block on the Troll. 2-die block. This will be a good knockdown. 10 plus. 10 plus to break armor. Clivey says, man, 3 TRRs to 0 now. I know. Artificial Bunny is putting on a show. I don't know what you do as Nick Satan at this point. Like, if you don't send someone over, I mean, it's an AG1. He still has his blitz. I think you probably blitz with Pancakes, but I just don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. Saurus dodge. We've seen it before. Yeah, there's the blitz with Pancakes. I think that's the right call. Dodge push. He won't follow up. You go around the long way? Nope, you're just going to mark these two players. Fair enough. And then you have a 2-die block. It's going to stand up a Saurus in the left wide zone. 2-die block over no man's land to take. And that'll be the turn for Reptile Dysfunkshun. Probably pushes and doesn't follow up. Oh, he's going to follow up. All right, fair enough. Turn 13. I think a Minor Matter takes the blitz on Friltz. I think that's the play. You take the 2-die blitz, you just cruise on down pitch. First turn of the final quarter of this game. 1-0 is the score. A Minor Matter in the lead. Tries to stand up the Troll, fails a really stupid roll. Troll's going to stay on the ground. SB Beaver says, Saurus dodge works 110% of the time. Clavy says, and if you kill the skink on the way, bonus! It would indeed be a bonus. I think you blitz the skink. You take the 2-die block on pancakes. You move the other player in to protect the ball carrier, and you are golden. Yes, indeed. Here it is. Dodge push. That is fine. Yeah, just trot on down the pitch. Well done. What was that, 18? Yeah, it's the 18-yard line. Oh, GFIs. Ugh. Oh, no! 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 He spends the reroll. Takes 2 GFIs. No! Alright. Jedi George said how to get out of range 2 of the center pitch. Yeah, but I think you take the 2-die block here, right? And then you just eat up space here with the other Skaven player. Here's that other Skaven. Clive says, man, he's really afraid of that skink. I think that, no, I don't, Surf, does he still have his blitz? I don't think so. I don't think he can afford this. Oh, no. I think the player needs to go over here. He needs to cut off, he needs to cut this off here. But he did take the GFIs, so I guess it's fine. Oh, good call. Good call. You know what? He sent Squibbit instead. You know what? Much better play. Well done, Artificial Bunny. Well done. He's going to send in Chauvel to get murdered, but he's not afraid. Wants to tie up one of these Sauruses. Here's a blitz on pick the second. This will be a good knockdown. Well done. It frees up Friltz of Slatzul. Yes, indeed. He's going to get right in front of the ball carrier. He's going to make the... It's still a 2-die block coming back, but he's going to make him roll dice. That's what you got to do. Stuns Chauvel. 2-die block coming up on Mud. He's got some movement to make first. He's going to take one with the fast Saurus to get the mark on Squibbit. Failed GFI. The GFIs always fail. They always fail. That was a good play by Nick Satan. He wanted to try, even though it's Even though this would have been a blitz, he still wanted to force more die rolls. And I think that's what you got to try to do. But it's not going to work out. 2-0 is going to be the score. A minor matter is going to put this game away. No, they're going to stall. That's fine. I don't think Nick Satan can win, but that's fine. Oh man. Okay, I was gonna say, wow. He second guessed. He said, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm gonna score. He would have absolutely taken a 2-die blitz for that. 4 dead and injured for this Underworld team, but look at this. 3 dead and injured for this Lizardmen team. Like I said, even I would have just scored there, and I'm part of the who cares about the ball club. Hank the Ranger said, just wanted the running yards. Three turns left here for Nick Satan to try to get on the board. Also on the ball, but on the board. This time he finds himself with one more player. He's got eight players on the pitch as opposed to the last drive where he only had 7. I think he's still up against 11. Nope, he's up against 9. So 1-man player advantage for a Reptile Dysfunkshun. I'm sorry, 1-man player advantage for Artificial Bunny. Jedi George says 6 Sarses and 2 Skinks is practically a full Lizardman team the way this competition has gone. He can still absolutely score. Like, no question about it. I just think as Artificial Bunny, what's your strategy now? Do you just kind of let him? I mean, you don't want to give up SVP if you don't have to, but you probably don't want to put your low AV players at risk, or any of your players at risk if you don't have to. Well, Reptile Dysfunkshun gets an opportunity here to not have to roll to pick up the ball. It's going to be Frilz of Slatzul who's going to get under this ball. Turn 14. Good catch. SB Beaver says he needs to just injure everyone. Clivey says, I think he just tries to score again. Reptile Dysfunkshun with no TRRs remaining. We're going to see very quickly if he cares about scoring. It looks like he doesn't. He's going to try to take these blocks first. Two-die block on the troll. That'll work out due to the block skill. Nice action order by Nick Satan here. All right, he's going to take the blitz down the left wide zone. So this will be where the ball carrier runs. Has some movement with Krieger, and then Frilz of Slatzul is going to move down the left wide zone. What is happening? What on earth is happening? I refuse to believe this. A handoff to a Saurus. That's a 5+ handoff, and that's the fast Saurus. Oh my goodness! Oh boy! Wow! Hands off to Krieger. Krieger's got the speed, Krieger's got the strength. He's trying to get some SPP on Krieger. Cliffy says he can get a 2-die blitz though, can't he? I mean, sure, but what? But, well, can he now that he moved the Skaven thrower in front? Yeah, he can, for sure. But he handed off to Krieger. 2-die block gets the pal on Krieger. The ball's gonna scatter here. And Krieger's knocked out. Krieger's knocked out. He says, Glart says, no, sir. No. For the audacity of that Saurus handoff, the star player Glart Smash Rip Jr. takes the 2-die blitz on the Saurus, knocks out the Saurus, ball scatters in the Glart's hand. It's Glart gonna get a GG touchdown here. Actually, Glart can't get there, but well, can Glart get there? 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Nope. But my minor matter could come out of this game 3-0. Wow. Man, I knew Glart was good, man. He is a pro. Good block. Excellent stun on pancakes. Turn. Oh, is he in scoring position? I hope so. All right, yeah. Artificial bunny in scoring position. It's gonna be quite a pass. Actually, it won't be such a great pass. Reptile Dysfunkshun needs to get in front of this ball. Can they get the blitz though? I don't think so. They can get a one. Nope. They can get an uphill blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can do it. They can do a GFI blitz on the ball carrier. They can get a 2-die GFI blitz if they really want it on Glart. It looks like he's going to try for it. So he can get this GFI blitz with Krista here. Oh, my mouse isn't working for some reason. Clive says a minor matter has broken Ava. A minor matter has broken my mouse. Oh, he's not going to go for the blitz. Oh, he went for the 2-die blitz on the Skaven, the forward Skaven here, the regular player. Didn't work out with double skulls. Turn 16 for a minor matter. He's got 2 rerolls. What do? Just dodge. That's what you do. You just dodge. Dodge to a run to a pass. Oh, my controls are just dying. Oh, he tried for a handoff. He wants to do a handoff pass. Oh, risky to hand it off to the blitzer. It's not going to work out. That'll be the end of the game. Reptile Dysfunkshun gets one last turn to make something happen. Nothing's... Well, he could pass for a score. He could pass for a score. Gonna blitz first. Doesn't have any I was gonna say GFIs. He doesn't have any TRRs remaining. He pushes onto the... What? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Why? All right. Push the ball carrier back on the ball. Ball goes in the hands of Glart. He's going to carry this ball to victory. Not going to try for the throw. You know what? No, I don't know why you don't try for that pass. You've got stunty dodges here. You're not really in danger. You're not in much danger of injuring your players. The only thing you're in danger of is the pickup, and you're not going to hurt yourself in the pickup. Took the foul, but got called off the pitch. That's going to be it. A minor matter wins this game against a Reptile Dysfunkshun 2-0. 10 armor breaks. Wow. Man, oh man. 13 SPP for a minor matter. 7 for a Reptile Dysfunkshun. What a game. Wow, David Attenborough is going to level up. Oh, man. Look at that ball possession by a minor matter. They dominated this game. GG's indeed. They threw a ton of blocks. Lots of yards running for both players, but a minor matter was in full control of this game all night. In a heavily lopsided matchup, you know, again, I think Lizards versus Underworld is an 8-2 matchup. And Artificial Bunny just said, you know what? I'm gonna pick the star players. I think that was the right call. Picking up the and Ninja Gloppy says, what a good Knuffle Scuffle, points scored. GG. GG indeed. I think those star player pickups were key. Obviously Glart he wasn't the MVP of the game, but he was the MVP of the game. Nabla, I think, was a great pickup as well. Didn't see a lot of use out of him, but if he did, I think that would have been all the better. I think those were great inducement pickups by Artificial Bunny in this game, and worked out to his advantage. He's going to come out with his first win of this competition. We'll take a look at the schedule before we leave. Man, what a game. The next scheduled game is this coming Monday, so that's next week, May 2nd at 9:15 p.m. That will be Take the Wood, Take the Bad at Pip's Pippy Fan Club. That is Wood Elf versus Lizardmen. But before then, we're going to have Genus Chaos at Tainted Cocktails. That is Chaos versus Necro. No, Chaos versus Chaos. That's what that is. Chaos versus Chaos. That has yet to be scheduled, but that will almost certainly be scheduled before the Take the Wood, Take the Bad matchup, as the Take the Wood, Take the Bad at Pip Sippy Fan Club had an extension spent. So unless an extension is spent with the Genus Chaos at Tainted Cocktails match, that will absolutely take place before then. Once it's scheduled, you'll be able to check out the schedules here on Twitter. And this isn't Twitter, this is Twitch. Here on Twitch. And you can also check out the schedules on our Twitter account and our Facebook account. You'll see the information for that right there on your screen. Man, what a game this was. I had so much fun. This was great. Congratulations to Artificial Bunny for pulling out the underdog victory 2-1. Oh man, if you thought that was fun, come play with us. We have another open competition this season that'll be after the Spike Magazine Trophy will be the Dungeon Bowl. It's open to new players and veterans alike. Play Blood Bowl. It's a blast. You can play it with us right here on Blood Bowl 2 online, or you can play it in tabletop form, and you can pick that up at your friendly local game store. But until next time, I hope you guys have great eating, and we'll see you back here again for more Week 2 action in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League Spike Magazine Trophy. Have a great night, everybody.